everyone, welcome back to another Jazz Drummer Q-Tip of the week. Bill Stewart, what can I say? He's probably one of the most influential drummers of our time, certainly of the 21st century so far. So you got to check him out. Make sure you check out an interview that I did with him some years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I'll put the link there. But I'm going to break down in this lesson 4 crazy Bill Stewart licks or ideas that you're definitely going to want to know and be able to execute. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Well, then let's go! Okay, so jumping right into this thing, the first one I'm going to show you is the 4-stroke rough, how he likes to use it and orchestrate it around the kit. So unlike Philly Joe Jones and how he used the 4-stroke rough, which I broke down in a lesson previous that you want to check out, maybe save it and check it out later. He uses it in alternating fashion, right, left, but between 2 sound sources. So I'll just play it and then I'll break it down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as you can see, as I said, it's 4-stroke rough, but it goes back and forth between right hand lead, left hand lead, right hand, left hand lead. Right? So I'll play it slower. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, if you notice, there's a bass drum note in between, which can be substituted with a hi-hat as well. Have fun. All right. I bet you want to know what that one is. I told you they're crazy. They're crazy licks. Bill Stewart is incredible. The crazier thing about this one is that conceptually, it's not that crazy. It just sounds crazy, right? So I'll break it down. It's just triplets. Elvin Jones, thank you very much. Elvin Jones, thank you very much. Okay, so it's just triplets between the limbs. Right, left, bass drum, right, left, bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move that around. Move it. And you should get really comfortable with that and also being able to speed it up. 4, 1, 2, 3. And so you notice my right hand is always on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So something to pay attention to and heed is the balance. So in this case, I'm playing all of the voices, all the drums, the same dynamic. That's really key because it shows that I have the control to do that and the awareness of the balance. A lot of times, one drum or 2 drums are too loud and the other drum doesn't really come through. So it doesn't really sound as cool as it could. So in this case, they're even. Right? You hear it? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but what Bill Stewart does, so slick, he accents the second partial of the triplets of each beat. So 1 la-lee, 2 la-lee, which in this case, if we just keep our hands in the same place, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So it kind of sounds displaced in a way. And Elvin would do this as well, but I think Bill Stewart figured out a way in his way, his approach to playing and with his sound to do it, and it sounds completely like Bill Stewart. So so I would say start slow. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, if you don't get the balance right, it's not going to have the same effect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you got that, right? Right? Okay. Now we're going to move that bad boy around. So what he would do is it's this kind of movement. This kind of movement. So essentially your right hand is making the rounds and your left hand is also making the rounds, right? And it's kind of like the right hand's chasing the left hand. One, 2, 3. But keep on. Make sure you still are accenting that second partial. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so this one requires a little bit of coordination between the feet and the hands. So I'll just kind of break it down. I'll play it and then I'll break it down. So ride cymbal in the right hand, which we're going to add an accent to it in a second, but for now. And then you get your hi-hat going on the offbeats, on the 8th note offbeats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then you're going to play offbeat triplets in the left hand. Okay? And then you can move that around. All right? And then you can add an accent in the ride cymbal. On 2 and 4. You catch it? I'll play it really slow. I don't have this one written out. I have an ebook, by the way, with 158 plus bebop phrases to add to your overall solo vocabulary. You want to check that out. Put the link down below. And I think a lot of drummers have found that helpful. But however, this is not in there, which makes me think, should I do a volume 2? I'm starting to realize there's a lot of things I left out in it, and I think I should do a volume 2. What do you think? Let me know down below. Okay, so ride cymbal, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, with the accents on 2 and 4. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And then the left hand, let's play the left hand without the hi-hats now, just so it's not confusing to the ear. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's essentially what you're playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to add your hi-hat. If you just break down the hi-hat in the left hand, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So again, I'll play it slow and then try to just kind of increase the speed gradually. All these things, you have to practice them slow. by the way. So right here, get the accent on 2 and 4. Okay. Get your hi-hats going. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3. And then left hand, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can move the left hand around. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I have to give you a disclaimer. Even though I'm breaking down all these licks and phrases of different great drummers, and in fact, I have an ebook of things that I've transcribed from different drummers that you should definitely check out, and I think a lot of drummers have found helpful. Even though I'm doing that, it's just a part of what you should be doing to build your own solo language, to really understand jazz language. In addition to these things, you should be transcribing solos, whether you write it down or you just memorize them. You should be listening to the music, learning tunes. You got to know the drummers. You got to know the history. Go to live gigs and check them out. And also, you should be assimilating all these ideas and all these licks and trying to personalize them. That way, it starts to come out in a very natural way rather than a contrived way. When you're practicing it, yes, you have to concentrate on it and really try to force it out. But when you're playing, you just want it to come out in a very organic way. So just remember, this is just a part of the step. If this is the only thing you're doing, you're not really upping your game. It's not gonna really seep into your soloing in a natural way, and your jazz vocabulary is really not growing at all. So make sure you're doing all those things, and you're really going to start to develop your own personal sound. Yet another really crazy and cool Bill Stewart idea. And it's super melodic, as most of what he does is. They're always, whatever he plays, no matter how crazy it sounds, it's always very melodic. So this is no exception. The idea, I'll play it and then I'll break it down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool, right? Of course, it doesn't stop there. You know better. You know Bill Stewart also adds something that he's also super, super known for. Just like the one of the previous ideas I showed you. This one involves feet coordination, okay? And it presents a 3 against 2 kind of thing. So we're going to put our feet on dotted dotted quarter notes, right? So we're going to put our feet on, so we're going to play our feet off of the dotted quarter notes. And that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And, you know, for some of you who are watching this, that alone is going to kick your butt because of the idea of playing 3/2 and the fact that this will kind of, it goes over the bar line, right? So it's easy to get lost, as they say, lost in the sauce. This is what I advise you to practice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then you. If you can practice that alone, separate from this idea, I think it's going to help you with ideas like this. Okay, so now we're gonna combine it. So again, that melodic idea that he plays is pretty easy, pretty melodic. Yet with the feet, it sounds even hipper. So together, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can kind of mess around with that concept of playing a super melodic and pretty simple idea on the drums. And then in the feet, you can add dotted quarter notes to make it sound a little more complex, right? So let's just take a simple idea. Da 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 da. Isn't that jingle bells, jingle? Oh, 'tis the season. All right, so that is the lesson on 4 crazy Bill Stewart licks that I know you're going to eat up. And remember, this is not the final stop. In other words, this is just the beginning. Once you learn a phrase or a lick or an idea of somebody's, learn it verbatim, really try to kind of internalize it, then play around with it and see what you can come up with based on what you've learned. Okay, so that's a really important final step. And then eventually it just starts to seep into your own playing naturally without you forcing it or having to think about it. Okay, so just remember that. And as always, practice hard, but practice smart. Okay, take care. See you soon.